Alright, so we had a pretty major breakdown on the bush hog. Bearing went out on the blade, on the gear for the blade. And so this is all that's really left. That's part of a bearing. And this bearing is pretty locked up. This actually goes down into the bush hog like that. The blades hook on there. So I've got this tore apart here, and it ain't held any fluid for ever since I've had it. I've had this bush hog for quite a few years, and I just put grease in the gearboxes. So the bearings finally gave up, so we're gonna try to put the bearings back in this thing today and new seals, and see if it'll hold fluid again. They told me that if this shaft right here is wore, the seal actually sits on this collar here. I got a new collar, but if the shaft is real wore, then the fluid will actually leak by this collar here. So we'll see how far we get. This thing is it's seen better days. It's pretty wore out, but I've been limping it along and getting a lot of use out of it, but we'll see what happens. Housing is supposed to slide up out of here, but it actually goes down through the deck, down through there, and it's galled up. So it's not coming out very good. If I could get it out, then I can clean it up with a grinder and it would go back in a lot better. But I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get it out or not. All right, I ground the bottom, so hopefully this thing will slide out now. That will make things so much easier. Alright. So there, where I had to clean up with a grinder to get it out of this hole. You can tell this thing's always been taken care of. It's had a good life with plenty of maintenance. Alright, so I went down to my neighbor's house and he pressed this gear, this bearing, and both bearings and the seal in there. So I've got everything's tight, and he pressed on this little I don't know what they call that thing. It's just a metal ring that the seal sits on. So I'm gonna drop this back in place here and try to get this thing bolted back together. Gear. The horizontal gear, I didn't do anything to it. I just took these bolts off and slid it out. Alright, I got the blades bolted back up to the bottom. And now, really, all that's left is it for the bush hog. I guess it's back going again. Sounds better than it did, I guess. So maybe we can get something done whenever it dries up out. So, all right. See what we can tear up next time.